Today on Business Basics, we want to talk about why we recommend Business Base over other software packages. I'm joined again by Angie Nielsen, and my name is Nathan Johnson. One of the things that we've run into throughout our careers in management is that putting together a cohesive set of technology and software for operating a business has been a lot easier. There's a lot of inventory, point of sale, basic operations, front till software. A lot of those categories of software are very well serviced. What we find is that management is left to the realms of office suites, office software, and other things where they expect you to sort of create and build everything from scratch, which unfortunately leaves you a bit bare for services like automation and AI, or being able to track effectively a lot of information over a long period of time. So one of the things that we wanted to discuss is sort of why we think Business Base is the best solution for people to be able to manage their businesses, build clarity, and help build stronger teams and effectively really drive alignment.
Yeah, for myself, I found that there were so few options for anything to do with managing a company. So you're trying to set a strategy of a company, you're trying to assign out different tasks, you're just trying to have a spot to store for notes and collaborate on different documents. And I found that there was single-use programs out there, but they all spoke different languages and they weren't all hitting kind of that central mark. So for me, to have that one place where I could log in and be able to access anything I needed to manage my company was a huge, huge bonus.
The current available management software is really driven through ERP. And so for people who are not familiar with that, that stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. They're very, very large pieces of software, and they do a great job of what they're doing. But for people that are trying to get into this, they're very overwhelming. So one of the parts that I really liked about Business Base was I was able to get into it and start sort of hitting the ground on getting my ideas into a structure with very little effort. And as the picture started to come together, I was getting results a lot sooner and able to sort of have the conversations that I needed to have as my company grows towards something maybe requiring like the full ERP in the future. But this is a fantastic way for me to align our company, departments, teams, and be able to convey across really important information without having to assess a bunch of tools and file systems and figure out the structure myself, and then hope that all the people I'm dealing with also have the same file structure and then get them converted. Having everything on Business Base just let me really send out any information to anyone. Since it's web-based, it was quite easy for us to get access or log in, and it makes it really easy to have people working remote or away, which is, a very common thing nowadays.
Very much. And I love that it's visual. So it stores your information, but then it builds into this picture. So for me, even something as simple as having the organizational chart right there, I can just be building in who reports to who, I can attach job descriptions, I can put pictures, and it just builds this picture for me. And so it just makes it interactive, and it's not just a bunch of words written down on a paper.
No, and I think that's really the driving force behind it, is that out there's always solutions to everything. But I think one of the things that's becoming more important is that we need to take a look at adoption. One of the most difficult things for, I think, anyone that's run a business or been a part of a business or even been a team member in a business understands that if something can't be adopted, it's effectively ineffectual. So a lot of times companies take a look at stuff like this and they go, well, we're going to have to build an adoption plan and build adoption packages up and then train everyone, and then what will ultimately be the result? With Business Base, honestly, if you're a little bit educated on it, you can probably get something up and running in an hour and be able to present to people and start conveying across ideas almost immediately without having to have an extreme amount of training or understanding of what you're doing.